Hello and welcome back to the Business Apac. Did you know that by 2025, India's economy is expected to be a staggering $6.5 trillion powerhouse? But hold on, because we're not stopping there. Our ultimate goal? A mind-boggling $10 trillion economy. This wouldn't just be a win for India, it'd be a ripple effect, positively impacting trade, investment, and innovation across the world. In the colonial era, India's GDP per capita, or GPC, remained stagnant. However, post-independence, India embarked on a path of economic development. Here's a closer look. First, post-independence acceleration. Between 1947 and 1987, India's GPC at constant prices increased by only 0.8 times, growing at a rate of 1.6% per annum. In contrast, China and other countries like Indonesia and Egypt experienced faster growth during the same period. Just a few years after economist Robert Lucas posed the question, India's growth trajectory changed dramatically. Over the next 3 decades, India's GPC quadrupled, growing at an average of 4.4%. India's economy, like a peacock, danced with determination toward a brighter future. Second, comparative perspective, India versus China. China, our neighbor, surged ahead like a dragon. Its economy roared, fueled by rapid industrialization and reforms. In 1998, China crossed the $1 trillion mark in GDP, while India achieved this milestone 9 years later in 2007. China's GDP now stands 4.74 times higher than India's in nominal terms and 2.51 times higher in terms of purchasing power parity, or PPP. India's economic voyage has been marked by resilience, reforms, and occasional turbulence. As we look ahead, the peacock may not sprint like the dragon, but it dances with determination toward a brighter future. The post-liberalization era in India, where significant policy changes reshaped our economic landscape. First, economic liberalization. India's economic transformation began in the early 1990s with a series of reforms. The economic liberalization of India, often encapsulated in the acronym LPG, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, marked a pivotal turn in India's economic policies. Initiated in 1991, these reforms aimed to integrate the Indian economy into the global market, reduce government control in various sectors, and attract foreign investment. Liberalization involved dismantling the complex system of licenses, regulations, and red tape known as the license Raj, which had been constraining the economy. Privatization focused on moving the ownership of businesses and industries from the public sector to private hands, aiming to increase efficiency. Globalization encouraged India to increase its foreign trade and investment, thus integrating with the global economy. These reforms were instrumental in transitioning India from a closed, socialist economy to a market-driven one, setting the stage for rapid economic growth and development. Second, GST Revolution. Introduced in 2017, GST replaced multiple indirect taxes with a unified system. It streamlined taxation, reduced complexities, and facilitated digital payments. India Stack, a digital infrastructure, played a crucial role in enabling financial services for millions. Digital IDs, open access software standards, and data control through consent empowered financial inclusion. Third, Demonetization Impact. In 2016, 500 rupees and 1,000 rupees notes ceased to be legal tender. Critics called it a monumental mismanagement failure, but it aimed to curb black money, counterfeit currency, and corruption. The move accelerated digital payments, benefiting both formal and informal sectors. Fourth, financial inclusion. India's digital ID system, or Aadhaar, transformed banking. Financial services reached the underbanked, stabilizing rural incomes and boosting informal sector sales. The India Stack widened access to financial resources, making room for fintech innovation. In the grand theater of global economics, India takes center stage. As the curtains rise, whispers echo through the corridors of power. India, the sleeping giant, is stirring. The audience leans in, captivated by the unfolding drama. First, IMF's nod of approval. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, nods approvingly. Their projections? India's economic growth rate of 6.5% for the fiscal year beginning April 1, 2024, and a similar pace for the subsequent year. This isn't mere applause. It's a standing ovation for India's resilience and potential. Second, major players' bets. The giants have placed their chips on the Indian roulette table. Google, nearly $1 billion invested in India's second-largest mobile phone operator, Bharti Airtel. Blackstone, a whopping $25 billion investment in India, now worth over $50 billion. Microsoft, a 15,000 crore rupees investment over 15 years to set up its largest data center in Hyderabad. Oracle, clocking over 100% growth for 3 years, reaching out to more Indian MSMEs. Apple, doubling business in India, investing heavily to engage with more suppliers. Third, India's growth story. India's GDP growth is projected to increase by 7.5% in the next few years, making it one of the world's fastest-growing major economies. The script? A blend of domestic demand, private consumption, and investment. The plot twist? India's resilience not only weathers the global slowdown but propels global growth forward. In this unfolding saga, India's role isn't just scripted, it's being written by the giants themselves. First, infrastructure transformation. India's urban infrastructure underwent a monumental transformation. Railways, over 25,000 kilometers of new railway tracks were laid, surpassing many developed countries. Bio-toilets, GPS tracking, and online reservations revolutionized the passenger experience. Roads and highways, constructed over 55,000 kilometers of highways, improving connectivity and addressing underserved areas. Dedicated freight corridors and indigenous semi-high-speed trains symbolize speed and excellence in railway transportation. Sagarmala, leveraging India's coastline for trade, reducing costs, and promoting sustainable development. Inland waterways, revitalized to unlock economic potential, reduce road-rail burden, and promote conservation. Second, job creation. Formal job creation jumped by 37.9% in November 2021, with 1.39 million net new subscribers added to the Employees Provident Fund organization. Maharashtra, Haryana, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka led in job creation. The expert services category constituted 41.48% of total subscriber addition. In this symphony of governance, challenges were weathered and India's economic melody played on. The expert views on India's economic growth, backed by facts and figures. First, Hans Paul Berkner, or BCG. India is on track to become a $10 trillion economy by 2030. Consistent investments in infrastructure, healthcare, and education, along with a more open trade policy, position India for 7% to 8% GDP growth over the next 3 to 5 years. Second, Borj Brandi, or World Economic Forum. India's growth trajectory is not just about potential, it's India's century. India is the fastest growing among large economies, aiming to grow at around 8% per annum. Geopolitical currents make India attractive to global financiers. Third, BJP's vision. The BJP aims to achieve rapid, sustainable, and equitable growth, making India the largest economy in the world by 2050 or PPP terms. The party echoes innovation as the elixir for India's economic leap. In this symphony of ambition, India's potential awaits its crescendo. Conclusion. As the curtain falls on this economic saga, let us gaze upon the canvas, a vast expanse where innovation, resilience, and collaboration intertwine. Each brushstroke, deliberate and bold, shapes our destiny. Optimism, like a sunbeam, pierces through the clouds. By 2030, we might just witness the $10 trillion mark, a testament to India's audacity and determination. So, dear viewers, keep your eyes on the horizon and tell us in the comments below what you think. Will India cross the $10 trillion mark by 2030? If not, how long will India take to cross this feat and be in the top 3 of the world's most powerful economies? Thanks for watching.